in 5, and I said it.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your favorite baking business coach, Cynthia Carr. The nature of this show you're about to witness is not to cause harm or inflict any pain on any person involved or spoken of. This segment is to enlighten its intended audience. We ask that we are not held accountable for what we may say because it's just simply our truth. Since we have to remain professional at all times, this space is where we actually get to get it off our damn chest. Welcome to Baker's Unleashed podcast, everybody. Why are you laughing at me, B?
The crowd going wild.
You started already.
Yo, cause already is like, cause what this is our place. Like, don't y'all?
This is what the hell's about to go on.
Right. You added that damn in there. That word damn was not in that title at first.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh, shit.
Right. So that's why I laughed, because you added damn. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was. All right, you guys. So tonight's episode is about why your cakes aren't selling and how the hell you want to fix it. I have 8 points that I'm going to share with you guys of how to make how to fix why your cakes aren't actually selling.
Okay.
First, they can be various reasons, of course, why your cakes aren't selling, and identifying the exact issues can help you address them effectively. Here are some potential reasons, along with also some of my suggestions for improvement, so you can sell your goddamn cakes. Okay, first, why you
this word "damn" is really hitting on you tonight. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's probably menopause shit.
Just sell the damn cake. Get the whole 20. Like,
get the whole goddamn 20.
Okay, go ahead.
First and foremost, though, you guys, quality and taste. The issue very well can be the cakes might not meet your customer's expectation in terms of taste or texture. How do you fix that, you ask? You want to solicit feedback from. Let me just point this out before I tell you what I'm about to tell you. This is the only time when your family and friends can play a part in your business, because we all know, me and you both know, they're not going to spend no goddamn money. They want shit for free. This is your opportunity for you to be able to use your friends and family for the feedback that you need for your business, for you to be able to move your goddamn products. So you want to solicit your family and your friends, or even some customers, to identify the areas for improvement, considering experimenting with new recipes or refining your current ones. Let me elaborate on that a little bit. So if you're trying a new recipe, it's fine to try a new recipe, but you want to get some feedback and be willing to accept some constructive criticism, of course. Mm-hmm. You want to take that feedback from that, and you may very well find that you only need like a small tweak in that new recipe. Say for instance, like if you don't put a moisturizer in your cake mix, you may want to consider putting a moisturizer in your cake mix. If you say, for instance, they say your cake is dry, consider using a moisturizer in your cake mix. You can use mayonnaise. You can use mayonnaise. You can use mayonnaise. You can use applesauce. You can use sour cream, and you can also use pudding. Try using one of those things to go ahead and put some moisture, into your cake. I would suggest not to use. I know some people do suggest use the Jello pudding mix, the actual powder form, not the Jello, the pudding form. But not the Jello. I'm sorry, the powder form. Some people may suggest to use the Jello pudding mix in the powder form. Do not use that, because it tends to still make your cakes a bit dry and also make them dense. When you have to also when you find yourself, you have to add like a what do they call that shit? A sugar wash. You have to still add a sugar wash to your cake, once you're ready, to use it. So consider those things if you're getting something back, like the quality, in the taste of your recipe. Try to, use that little tip there. Then another issue can be pricing. You can be priced too high, or you can be priced too low. Don't think, and I don't know how people think this, don't think just because your product is priced low, you think people are going to buy it. That does not.
Don't think because your product is priced low that people go. Don't think, because I'm telling you, I'm one of them people going to buy a slice of cake for $15 if the cake is good.
Yeah, because here's what happens.
Over the $5 cake.
No, because here's what happens. Say, for instance, you have a bakery on this corner and another and your competition has a bakery from you, not even about a quarter of a mile away. And their cupcakes are priced at $4 and your cupcakes are priced at $2. But you think the customers are going to flock to you. That's not how that works. Because what they're going to see, first and foremost, they're going to see a cheap product. So they're going to also look at it as you didn't put care into it, you didn't put love into it, you didn't put your elbow grease.
They might come the first day.
Yeah, they might come the first day, but they're not going to come back.
But don't make that your bait.
Yeah. And I also seen a young lady that she was still selling cupcakes for $1. I said, how are you still selling cupcakes for? How is she still selling cupcakes for $1 in 2025?
What's she putting in there?
I don't know. I
hope she's on the review list. I want to go.
Yeah, but where's the profit? But that's another damn story. But yeah, the issue, it might be too high or too low. And how you can fix that is you want to conduct market research to understand how your prices compare to competitors. Adjust your pricing strategy to reflect the quality, the ingredients, and the uniqueness of your cakes while ensuring it's attractive to your target market. Comprende. All right, number 3, you guys. We got it
got real college level at the end of it, but you got it. Comprende. Go ahead.
Okay, number 3, you guys. We got marketing and visibility. Your issue. Your potential customers might be unaware of your cakes. I say this time and time again. I think I say this on every episode. You guys got to use social media to your advantage. That's pretty much the only way that you can really, advertise on a scale, on a wide scale that big. Word of mouth still works. Yeah. Print don't work. It didn't work. You spending all this money on print to get your name put into a magazine that 9 times out of 10, a lot of people is not going to read. If you notice when you go in grocery stores, people are not standing in lines when their groceries getting rung up. They got a magazine in their hand.
They used to, but they ain't done that in over 20 years.
It's not a magazine on that belt. Use social media to your advantage. And when I say use social media, I'm not just talking about, I'm just going to use Instagram, or I'm just going to use Facebook, or I'm just going to use TikTok. You want to use all of them. And don't think that, I got to make content for all of these different platforms. No, you do not. You can use that one piece of content and you can repurpose it on all platforms. How you can do that? You want to subscribe to repurpose.io. Subscribe to repurpose.io. You want to link your source where the video is coming from, and you want to distribute it to all of the platforms. So basically, you're posting one time. Say, for instance, take me for an example. I will make one post on TikTok. That one post from TikTok is going to spread out over all of my social media platforms. It's going to automatically publish to Instagram, Snapchat, X, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. That one piece of post. That one post is going to automate.
That one thing.
That one post is going to auto-populate over all of those social media platforms. So you guys got to get consistent with promoting on social media. And believe it or not, it is very, very true when they say everything is content, because everything really is content. You want the customers to be able to not only fall in love with you, you want them to fall in love with your story. And they fall in love with your product last, to be honest with you, because you can be selling poo-poo on a goddamn stick. If they love you, they're gonna buy that goddamn poo-poo on a stick.
I'm telling you, I'll make sure people love me, because that's part of who you are. Like, people love you and love your personality. Then it's like, let me see what. So that's how I got into the snickerdoodle cupcakes. I was like, she is just so sweet.
Yeah.
And then I got into this. So like, you were sweeter than the cupcake. Yeah. Before I tried the snickerdoodle
because cake. I have people ask me, how did I grow all of my social media platforms so large? Because I allow people in. I allow them to get to know me. I sell a cupcake, but the person that's down the street from their house sell cupcakes too. Why should they go past that cake shop to come down to my cake shop and support what it is that I'm selling? Yeah. Because you want people to know your story. You want people to know about your product, and you want them to know about your business, but they want to know about you first. They want to fall in love with you first. Your product comes last. It really does. That's just what it is. So that's how I was able to grow such a large following, on my platforms. But I'm like over 250,000 now.
Yeah, I see all the stars and ribbons you got. I was like,
collectively. Yeah, but use repurpose.io to your advantage. So don't feel like you get so overwhelmed with posting all of this different content on all of these different platforms. Just post it one time, and that platform, repurpose.io, will take care of everything else for you and repurpose it on all of your platforms. Number 4 will be presentation and packaging. The issue, Yeah, the visual appeal or packaging may not be enticing enough. People buy with their eyes first. It can be the most nastiest, most disgusting piece of
But
cake
it
they
looks so cute.
ever had in their goddamn life. If you don't sell them on the visual, they will never get to know that. They might not come back to you, but you got that initial sale because people buy with their eyes first. So you want to keep that in mind when you're marketing, with your presentation and your packaging and things like that. You want it to look appealing. You don't want it to look like you let your son or your daughter playing your goddamn frosting or playing your goddamn cake.
And then they wrapped it up.
And then wrap it up and you trying to sell it to me for $4. What is that? No.
Yeah, I do think that does make a difference. Presentation makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference because it's been many things that I ate that I didn't like, but it looked good.
It looked like it was so delicious.
Yeah, but it looked good. Like I said, I may never get it again, but you was able to sell it that one time.
You got them to decide that time to decide
whether or not they want to, purchase again. So that's how you fix that. Invest in improving, your cake decorations and your packaging, and your high quality photos on social media and things like that. I would say when we are now in social media, I wouldn't get so hung up on just posting a still photo on social media because it's not going to get the reach that you want it to get. You can still post those still photos, put them up in your goddamn stories. Don't put them necessarily on your page. All you need to be seeing on your pages right now is reels. That's it, because that's what's being pushed. Short form video. That's what's being pushed constantly in front of, people's face. Like I said, you can still post the photos that you want to post, put them up in your stories, if you want to post them. But when you're posting on your, or if you want to do photos down in your feed, do a carousel instead of just, one photo, give people a reason to keep pushing their screen over, to the, over to the left.
You get more views.
Yeah. But also, let them see the behind the scenes. Let them see you fucking up a cake. Don't be afraid. Okay, this, I don't want nobody to see that I make mistakes. You're fucking human. You know what I mean? Let them see the behind the scenes stuff, of even when you make mistakes or whatever.
It's unrealistic too.
It really is. It really is. So, like I said, you really want to let the people in and let them get to know you. Number 5 will be your target market. You may be targeting the wrong customer base.
How do you do that?
You might be targeting the wrong customer base. You want to sell luxury. You want to attract luxury clients, the clients that are spending thousands of dollars on cakes. But the cake that you posting is the cake I could have went to the grocery store and got.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
They don't go together. No. They don't go together. You have
the grocery store people looking at it like, oh, I could go down the market and get.
Yes, you want to target your ideal audience. Who it is that you want to sell to. Not what do they look like? Who are they? Are they a male or female? How old they are? What do they do for a living? Mm-hmm. Do they got children? Do they work at home? Do they work corporate? Mm-hmm. Are they into the lavish lifestyle? What kind of lifestyle do they have? Right. Do they have the lifestyle where they just hanging out with their girls? Or they have the kind of lifestyle where their idea of going out and having a nice time is what? Going to the bar by themselves, or going to a restaurant by themselves, sitting at the bar having a drink and I'm talking about me. Right. You gotta decide. Shut up. You
know what? This is the one time I'm gonna just. I hope he watches this show because I want him to learn. See that I'm learning how to shut up.
Who your target audience is? Is she married? Is she single? How many children do she have? That's how you break down. Down to the goddamn pinky toe of who it is that you're trying to sell to. Because you can't sell to everybody. Like I know my age range for people that I know my audience is from the age of 25 to 40. Mm. That's my target audience. She's a woman. Right. She's a mom. Some of them are married, but some of them are also, single. Yeah. But most of them is just doing it on their own. Yeah. But I also have that target audience, that girl that wants to buy that cake because don't shoot me. She want to show off the party.
Oh, I got her too.
Yeah, I got her too. Yeah, I got her too. I want my party to be all out. The party is more so for her than the 1-year-old, the party is actually for. I have that customer too. So you have to decide, what your customer is, who your target audience is, who you sell to. I don't get too many elderly people, in the shop. When they
Miss Shirley at the church normally can make.
Miss Shirley not coming in my shop because she's not going to want to pay that coin that I'm charging for that cake.
Miss Shirley gonna go home. She gonna go ahead box that 4 layers coconut on it.
Miss
Shirley
not coming in my shop.
Yeah, so you gotta know who your target is.
Yeah, you gotta know who your target audience is. Number 6, you guys, will be customer service. The issue is you have poor customer service that can deter repeat business. This is such a sensitive topic.
How do you touch customer service without touching customer service?
Yeah, how do you touch it without touching it? It is such a sensitive.
It is. That's why you see I'm sitting here thinking like, how?
Yeah, because they say, what's that cliche? The customer is always right.
That's not true, though.
No, it's not. It's really.
That's the purpose of this show.
Yeah, the customer is
gotta have somewhere to let it out.
The customer is not always right. It's really not, and we're not always right neither.
Right.
And I can admit that I'm not always right, but the customer is not always right neither. But the difference is, I'm willing to fix mine. I'm willing to fix.
Are you willing to pipe down and let me fix
I'm willing to fix. I'm willing to fix where it is that I went wrong. But I will say, and I can admit to it, I can have bad customer service, but I can have, damn it, I can have bad customer service because I'm still learning.
Right.
I'm human. I'm still
Well, the thing
learning.
is always, not even if it's a learning process, it's just a human process.
Yeah, and
everybody
still
has those moments.
How to take my personal feelings, out from the business. But you can't help but to react sometimes when you're dealing with your baby. Your business is, your baby.
That's my baby.
And I will say that I notice that I tend to have bad customer service if that's the vibe that I'm getting from that customer. If you're being a shitty customer to me, then 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to be,
right.
I can't take this order.
I ain't going to be able to do it.
I ain't going to be able to do it. And to you, that's bad customer service.
And what people will do is they'll give you bad reviews when you didn't even deserve that. It was just, you were so nasty that I said, no, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. It can get like that. Like the recent review that I just had. Oh, her customer service was terrible. She was rude, this, that, and the third. I wasn't expecting her to mention it, but my attitude was nasty. Well, you call it nasty and rude because of the. My reaction was because of your action.
Right. But they want the business owners to agree with them, say you're right, and fix it. Maybe lower the price. People want a lot before, and then they say, "Well, I'm gonna just give her a bad review." You're wrong, because then I can go and rebuttal your review.
Yeah, I can't swallow that. I can't swallow that no more. It used to be so.
I don't swallow.
It used to be so. I'm not gonna say so many times, but it used to be times where, because I can't please every day gonna buy it, but I got a 4.4 star. I have a 4.4 rating on Google.
That's great.
That's damn good.
That's freaking great.
Yeah, because the 5 is the highest.
That's what I said. 5 is the highest.
But you'll get those people sometimes that say, "Have you read her reviews on Google? Have you seen what they were saying? But did you take a moment to stop to read all the good ones?" Right. You're focused on all of the bad ones.
But then the bad ones, like the one we talked about, your bad review is because my price changed over the last 2 years.
My prices
are supposed to change. And then your layers of cake that you got changed. So it's reasons why. Like, read the reviews. If you want to read it, read it. Right. I'm a person that read reviews. That's why I'm being a stickler about it. I read the review on everything.
But me personally, as a shopper, as a consumer on the opposite side of it, I don't base whether it is I want to go to that business off of a review. I just don't.
I base it off of.
I gotta see for myself type person.
See, I read the reviews because I want to know. Like, if I'm taking the trip somewhere, I want to know how many people out of those reviews said hospitality and room service, or everything.
Now there's a 2-star review.
I'm just saying,
yeah, I'm not going.
I mean, like, period. Like, some people will say they don't have this, but their hospitality was off the chain. Right. I want that. Like, I want a certain kind of way. Like, somebody would think I was giving the young lady who Cake I Taste a bad review, but I wasn't. I was particular about this just had too much cookies, and I'm the cheesecake person, but I love the first one. The other one, I'm not a like most people who love sweet potatoes love cinnamon and nutmeg.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat sweet potatoes, so the oatmeal pie wasn't
Right.
for me. Like, be more particular
Yeah.
and not just give a thumbs down and then
If
that's
it
the end
was
of your
one
review.
thing that I have to say that I don't like about business, it would definitely have to be the review.
How people able
How
to,
people reviews. I don't like, and I don't like how people put this stigma, on us that the customer can say what they want to say, and but we can't defend ourselves. Why we can't? Why we can't speak up on our end? Why? Could you spend your money with us?
right?
That's supposed to make it right.
That's what they
I'm
feel
supposed
like.
to take your shit because you gave me your money. No,
No,
I can't do it
I
no
ain't gonna be-
more.
I'm not gonna be able to.
I used to do it all the day on time, letting people say what they want to say and will tear me down on social media. This, that, and the third. But not say.
But you
not
know
one
what?
time
More
with-
people will like you when you get realistic. Be like, hold up, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, and not recently, like towards the end of last year is when I started like, no, this ain't going down like this no more.
Right.
Fuck this. It's not going down. Y'all not just you're not just gonna put out there and say what you want to say and Sin just gotta shut the fuck up because you spent your money. That don't make it right. No, that does not make it right. Like this one lady said, I put a bomb in her cake purposely.
A bomb?
I literally put a bomb because her cake blew up. She said her cake blew up. And I was trying to her, I put a bomb in her cake.
How did her cake blow up?
It was too hot in the house. So the cake kind of exploded and imploded from the inside out.
Wow.
Because it was too hot in the house.
So it probably went from the freezer to
I don't know where it went to what to what.
So
all I know is
like it had to be that was drastic.
They went live on Facebook trying to rip my ass to shreds. I was tagged so many goddamn times. I was like, what is this? And I look and she's like, yeah, she put explosives in my cake. I was like, what?
Why would I have the time to do that? When did I light it? When did I put a timer and a ticker on your cake just to blow up for you?
Yeah.
Okay, like, next point. That is just.
So the next one will be number 7, location and accessibility. If you have a physical store, it might be in a location with low foot traffic. And that plays a huge part in retail space. You have to consider when you want to, if you're a home baker right now and you want to go into retail, consider location number 1. Before you consider any goddamn thing, or before you even think about what type of oven you're going to buy, you need to think about location first. It needs to be in an area where there's high foot traffic. It makes no sense, for instance, let me see. It makes no sense to put your cake shop in the shopping center and you're next door to a tire shop.
Because nobody, not that many people going to the tire shop, but if they go, they're not thinking about your
They're not thinking about cake. No. They're not thinking about cake. So you want to make sure you're in a good location, accessible location, whereas though, it's easy to find, on GPS, it's easy to find, on maps, and things like that. But even still with that, you still have some people who don't even want to use that. Because I get that too. Where are you located? Where is Cakes by Cynthia located? Just put it in Google.
You want to say that. But see, y'all, you have a really good location because it's Walmart, it's T-Mobile, Navy Federal, Chick-fil-A. Like there's a lot of stuff down there. So you really picked a great location.
Yeah, but they still come in that shopping center and say, "Where are you?" And I can get it once you're in the shopping center. You say, "Where?"
Come down the driveway, hook the left, bang the right.
I always tell them I'm on the same side as Ross. Before it was
because it wasn't Ross at first.
I would tell them I'm on the same side as Ross. I'm right next door to the dispensary.
Yeah.
I'm right next door to the dispensary.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had that down there.
Yeah, the dispensary right next door.
There used to be a hair salon or something right
That's next door on the other side of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and the nail salon and then the liquor store. But yeah, but you also wanted to fix that. You want to enhance online sale options, consider delivery service or partner with local cafes or stores to sell your cakes. Keep in mind, if you're working from home, it's going to be a hard sell to get a cafe or some such store to sell your product because 1, you're not licensed. 2, you're not in a commercial kitchen. 3, you're not insured. So it's going to be hard to kind of sell that idea to a cafe owner. You have some cafe owners that will do that, skirt the marks or whatever and be like, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. It's a risk that they take it, but they be like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. But you can very well do that once you get into a commissary. DoorDash is very profitable as well. So is Uber Eats. You want to exhaust every single option you can financially as far as getting your products out of there. Don't just depend on foot traffic alone, because depending on just foot traffic alone can kill
right.
your
And we
business
talked about that
fast.
when we talked about
It can kill your business fast.
food trucks and stuff.
So you want to also implement other ways and other streams of income.
A lot of
you
people
can
don't
make
go out to
money.
stores now too.
They don't. But that's about to change, because our beloved president, sending everybody back to work.
That man
So
said everybody going.
yeah, so it may be a good thing for business owners.
Yep.
I mean,
That-
it may be a good thing for
Get
business
the whole
owners.
20.
Get the whole
It's time
20,
for you to do
people
these
about to
lunch
be back
boxes
out-
now.
Yeah, people about to be
It
back
is
outside. Because they gotta get their hair done. They gotta go to the barber shop, get their hair cuts. They gotta pull their self together. They gotta bring their ass out the house now.
Yeah,
So foot
more working
traffic,
from home.
foot traffic may very well be a great, maybe a great look right now, with that whatever you want to call it, back in play where everybody gotta, go back to work. And last but not least, it will be competition. Your issue, you have high competition might overshadow your offerings. To fix that, you want to differentiate your products through unique flavor combinations, higher quality ingredients, or themed cakes. Emphasize what makes your cake special. If you guys seen a reel that I posted recently on Instagram, of how I make my cheesecake different from my competition. I make cheesecake. All the other bakeries around me make cheesecake too. What are you going to do with your product to make your product stand out and make it different from everybody else's cheesecake? What I do is I use cake as my base for cheesecake. A lot of bakers, they use graham cracker crust or cookies.
I have
crust,
to get some of your cheesecake.
Or something like that.
I think that is the smart. Cheesecake Factory has one cake,
Mhm.
their celebration cake that they have with cake layered in it. A lot of people don't use actual cake.
Yeah, I use cake as the base of my
good
cheesecake. And then also with my banana pudding, I don't make my banana pudding like everybody else. What makes mine different from everybody else? I use cake as the base of that, as well. A lot of people, they use cookies, as the base for their banana pudding. I use cake,
That's me. I like French vanilla for everything.
Yes, I use cake for the base of my banana pudding. So you definitely want to make your things, stand out. It's okay to sell the same thing that other people are selling, but you want to make yours different. What makes yours stand out from everybody else? And you guys, by analyzing these areas and responding to feedback, you can increase your chances of improving your sales, and then implementing these strategies over time will help you build loyal customers and loyal followings. And that's all I have for you guys today.
And remember, get the whole 20.
Yeah, don't forget that part. Get the whole goddamn 20. And I'll see you guys next week. Love y'all. Bye. Mwah.
Peace.